Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of West Ham Fan TV's Post-Match Pint, the only West Ham United post-match football show on the internet. We've just come, well these boys have, I've sat indoors and watched it today. These boys just come back from Selhurst Park. It was Crystal Palace 0, West Ham 1. What a win.
Great.
What a win.
Great.
Much needed win.
No, it wasn't just the fact that we won, it's the manner that we won in. Scott, go for the starting lineup.
Changing the formation, he played 3-4-2-1, I think it was.
Bingo.
Adrian continued in goal. He moved Chekiote back into the three at the back.
Dan, what are you talking to? Dan, what are you talking to?
I can hear me.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, of course. Go on, mate. Adrian continued to go, yeah.
Adrian continued to go. Chekiote moved to the right centre back position. Reedy in the middle, Obiang on the left. Creswell left wing, Antonio right.
Hold on a minute. Reed, Cresswell.
No, Reed.
Yeah, Obiang on the left.
Ogbonna.
No, that's all right, don't worry.
Ogbonna, not
Yeah.
Obiang. Yeah. Antonio right, Creswell left. Obiang
Cresswell
Noble in the
back.
middle. Massive.
Yeah, that is massive for us.
Lanzini, Pyatt, and then Zaza up top on his own.
Yeah. He's done well, hasn't he?
Do you know what?
What's going on?
I said to Dan, like,
We won, it's all
Yeah.
gone to pot.
we pressed, we didn't sit deep, we worked hard, everyone looked fit, we pressed high
That's
up
not how
the
we were
pitch.
last season.
I'll tell you what, I could see that game from a different perspective. I see you at the top again behind that big fucking gantry.
No, we can actually see it.
Yeah,
underneath.
we-
That was good seats, didn't we?
Yeah, and anyway, I watched that. I'll tell you what, that was a complete performance.
Yeah.
A complete performance. We didn't give them a sniff.
No, we hustled and bustled them off the ball.
And you know what? It looks like the West Ham of old.
Yeah.
It looks like the West Ham of last year. That was brilliant. And the manner in which we obviously we get to the controversy a bit later on, but I'll tell you, I was so impressed because the formation suited us. Mm-hmm. Chet Quixote was outstanding.
He needed speed though. He's been poor the last few weeks. Same as Noble as well, and he played really well today. I think everyone, man of the match for me was Winston Reid today.
Superb.
Oh,
yeah,
solid.
superb at the
He
back.
done with
Everything
Benteke.
Watching that on the telly, he got man of the match, Winston Reid. But I thought Obiang was
Obiang was-
brilliant.
Obiang was good as well. Everyone was good, but I mean, for me, I didn't know he got man of the match, but Winston Reid for me was. Man
Yeah,
of
he
the
was
match.
solid. He was solid. Of course, he
But
was.
Obiang plays that holding midfield role. Brilliant.
To a T, yeah.
You know, I said,
Punch on the ball as well.
The
wasn't
thing
he,
is
you know?
with him, he looks so comfortable on the ball.
Yeah.
He don't panic.
No, he doesn't.
And,
panic at
and
all.
the thing is with him, he plays the simple passes.
Yeah.
That's what you want from
Doesn't
your
try a million
midfielder.
dollar ball.
Listen,
Play the simple passes.
he done exactly the type of job we've been screaming for someone to do for a long time.
And, the frustrating thing about that is, right, although I'm not going to put a dampener on a win, is he's been sitting there for 2 years.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, but it took for us to be poor for him to get in the team, and it's worked out well.
I suppose rightly so, because, you know, last season it was working really well.
To be fair, there weren't many games where you could sit there and say Czech and Noble had poor games last season.
No.
You know, it was hard to displace
did
them.
say
to
we
be
And
was
honest.
plus, you
Really,
had
really
Alex
bad
Song
game.
there as well
Yeah.
to come in front of Obiang last season.
But he's, you know,
Cresswell coming back, he was like he was never been away the way he played.
Yeah,
was
he
just-
played- he played well
brilliant,
today.
brilliant.
Do you see like, you know how Antonio got shoved in because he had to, and then he went on to perform. Obiang's done the same thing, and he's been shoved in and then just said, right, this is what I'm about. This is
Yeah,
what
but
I
that's
do.
his natural position.
No, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, you know,
But the thing that impressed me the most today, because let's be honest, over the last few weeks, from, well, all season really, from the first game to the last game, we don't look like we've got a lot of shape, we don't look like we know what we're doing, we look very unfit. And today,
We looked organised today, didn't we?
it was and that's what shocked me the most, because I thought, as soon as I see he's changed formation, I thought, oh my God, what's he doing? You know what I mean? What's he doing? Like, why try that now? You know, but well, I know, you know what I mean? I suppose the things ain't been working, and we look very flat in midfield. We wasn't picking up second balls, and today that Antonio played right wing back, and Cresswell played left wing back. Cresswell was immense.
Yeah.
As you say, ain't played. I think someone said after the game he had 10 days training before he come back into the first team. Obviously, he's going to miss next week,
he
unfortunately.
didn't even look like he'd been away.
No, he never looked
Didn't
like
look
he
out
was
of breath,
away.
didn't
Didn't
he?
look out of
Just
breath.
up and
Didn't
down.
look like he was panting. nobody got past him.
The thing is with Billich's tactics today, if we'd have lost, everyone would be up in arms saying, "Oh, fucking, what's he doing?" But
Like I say,
it's
something
worked
had
out
to
well.
change.
And the thing is, last season, I mean, we went to Palace and we got a good win, and then went on a good run. And it's a great win today, and we was all going there today, and we all fancied us to win, didn't we? We all
As I
said,
said,
like,
I said draw, but like the more and more you
said
thought about it,
I thought to myself, we needed a London derby under the lights.
To be honest with you, I fancied us today. I fancied us to turn up, and we did, big time.
We've had a good few results at Palace over the years, especially the last 2 seasons, 2-3-1 wins. And today, I thought going there, I thought we just, even though Palace have done well so far this season, I just thought like we need a win. And if it was going to be a scrappy 1-0 win, which I wouldn't say it was a scrappy win today,
No.
it was a well-deserved win. And like, I mean, obviously they had a chance to equalise, but. That's the luck we need. We need that luck. We haven't had luck all season.
You said that to me a couple of weeks ago, mate. We just need that scrappy win, a 1-goal lead, hold on to that, keep a clean sheet, like a bit of luck to go away. And that, well, we'll talk about the penalty in a minute, but we took the lead. What a well-worked goal.
Yeah, Creswell, great ball in.
What
A
a
great
ball.
finish from
It was the
Lanzini.
ball out to
And
Cresswell at the
that's,
start.
what's that,
At the start
3-3 against Palace now for Lanzini, isn't it?
Yeah.
He likes obviously playing against them. And, it was a great finish, and it's just, we deserved the lead.
Even from the start, what was it in the first 2 minutes? Creswell got put down the line.
It was.
Yeah,
Finished
in the
off
first-
just wide, didn't
In
it?
the first, I'd say 20 minutes, they didn't touch the ball.
No. We dominated
controlled the
completely.
play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it started to worry me a little bit because they started well, West Ham. Zaza worked his socks
good
off
game
today.
today. Run his.
Well,
The only
it's
thing,
not
the only thing today
Missing his
that
goal.
he just didn't get a goal.
Yeah.
Everything else he done, he was perfect. You know, he was tracking.
A couple of
chasing
poor
the ball
touches
down.
when he got a bit tired, I think.
Yeah,
with the
in the
last-
second
And then,
half,
like
yeah,
we were saying,
sure.
not at the time, he was up there on his own. And we didn't have the energy to get up and get around
To
him.
be
you know,
fair, he done
defending
well in the
him,
air
weren't
as well. He
Do you know
won a lot of
what?
aerial battles
The
today.
thing is with him, like for me, he gets the ball like a couple of times. I see him at edge of the box, especially second half. He gets the ball and he's looking up and there's no one around him and he panics. He seems to panic.
yeah.
That he's got to try to do something and he loses the ball.
But there was times in the first half where we could have played him through. I think there was a time Payet could have played him and Lanzini could have played him through. And then we sort of, he's making a run and then we hold on to the ball.
He's
Yeah.
running.
And
was-
that moment's gone then.
I
Do you know what I
don't
mean?
see it a lot because I go to all the games normally. You know what I mean? This is probably the only one in a couple of years I've been to. But in the on the TV, you can see the movement of him. He's brilliant.
I want
And-
to see the movement today
Yeah.
from him.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
there was one he got frustrated because he sort of come along the line and he spun. And if it rolled it through, he was.
Yeah, I mean, I
and
can't
he
speak for every
got
fan.
frustrated
I
with
can't
the
speak
ball.
for every fan in that stand, but the people sitting around us, we was all
Got to
applauding
appreciate
him.
what he
And
done.
he
Yeah,
appreciated him, and when he went off,
Everyone
he got a round of
applauded him.
applause.
The only thing he didn't do right, the only mistake, he gave the ball away a couple of times, as I say, because he was very isolated when the red card came. But the only thing I saw, one thing, Antonio played him through, and he could have got the ball out from under his feet and bent it in the far corner. There was a space
Took
to
an
do
extra
that,
touch.
and he took an extra touch, and I thought to myself, that's...
But how many times have we said that this season, even with like Payet or Lanzini, like there's times when the ball needs to be released straight away and we take that extra touch. You know, it's things. For me, today in that first half, we were knocking the ball out one-touch football again. You know, Lanzini,
Yeah.
Obiang, Noble.
The little
ping, ping,
triangles
ping,
were there.
A bit more energy in the
But I
middle.
think
didn't we?
I think it was because there was more protection in the midfield. Czech was coming out a lot of the centre back role to help in the midfield, and the way that it all moved together, it moved together brilliantly because Czech was pushing into midfield. He knew when to drop back. Noble knew when to stay. Then they knew when to go.
Obiang was going side to side when someone
Obiang
was
and
going
Noble
forward.
were swapping the running. Yeah,
I
so
thought he was going to be dropped today, Czech, after his comments in the week.
what did he say? I don't know.
About Bilic saying about the Senegal manager, he likes playing for Senegal more because he's more motivated by their manager.
Okay.
Sort of having a swipe at Bilic, but whether he said it or not, I don't know. But I was surprised. I thought, you know what Bilic is like. He's like, no, you don't fuck about,
No
does he?
nonsense.
But the thing is, depending on like you know,
But you don't know what was said. The press, you know what the press are like.
They just whip it up. But you're going to be more You're more motivated to play for your country, aren't you?
Things are taking so.
You know.
I see an headline today in the press, right, saying Wenger, negative fans are like viruses.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the headline,
Yeah.
right? What he actually said is negativity. If you get into that negative flow, it spreads like a virus. Didn't say nothing about any fans. Like
It's a media, man. They like to whip it up.
English press for you, innit? They just want to
just go out their way to-
But this weren't the English press. This was obviously Senegal press, but Bilic wouldn't have started him if there was anything, if there was a massive problem.
Exactly.
Czech didn't say it, you know,
I
but
don't think he said it.
he played well today. Czech, I thought he had a really good game.
But we controlled that first half for 43 minutes. 2 minutes they had, and they hit the post with an header, good header as well.
That was after the.
But the penalty, the penalty. Let's go to the penalty. Now, what did you see?
I mean, from where we were sitting, it looked like they should have had a free kick first, and then the ref played on. Then they got. I didn't see the penalty, but
I'd say the foul, like the initial foul.
Yeah.
That you said should have been
There was
free
no
kick,
official.
and then I followed the ball, and then next round, those two players on the floor, and he's pointing to the spot. I didn't actually see
For
them.
me, the challenge outside the box looked more of a foul than the challenge inside.
Well, the challenge. I'll tell you I've seen it several
you've seen
times.
the replays, didn't you?
No, he didn't. He didn't touch him outside the box. He fell over.
Yeah.
When he went in the box, very clumsy from O'Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah, very clumsy. He's gone to swipe the ball. Benteke wasn't there, and he's gone to take the ball, and then Benteke's just got the toe to it. It was a definite penalty.
Yeah.
It was a definite penalty. Yeah, 100% penalty.
obviously I ain't seen the replay.
Now,
so.
listen, the penalty itself. Now, I've had the pleasure of seeing it 14 times because they showed it that many times on the telly. It was that bad. Zaza was laughing, and I don't exaggerate.
The thing is, like, it was like last year, wasn't it? Remember last year the game there, they got a penalty just before half time.
Yeah,
remember?
yeah.
Well, not
They
just for
scored,
half
no,
time,
they
but
scored,
they
didn't
scored
they?
it, didn't they? Like, that's what I thought it was going to be, like another carbon copy of last season. I thought, oh fuck, we got a penalty. When he missed it, that was a shit penalty. Wasn't it?
Awful, wasn't it?
He was
Absolutely.
shook. He sort of opened his body up. He sort of started up to it, opened his body up, and then just scooped it. Yeah,
And this,
I don't know what he
geezer,
was doing.
and this is a bloke who scored a hat trick in midweek for
yeah. He
Belgium,
scored
who should have
three
been
in
high on confidence.
3 in the last 5 for Palace, and yeah.
And then
It was justice because they didn't deserve it.
They didn't.
They
They,
didn't- no, they
they
never
deserved
deserved it.
absolutely nothing from that first half. Absolutely nothing.
And then they hit the post.
And I'll be honest with you,
Yeah,
next
just
attack,
after,
didn't they?
yeah.
It wasn't because they was that bad. We was that good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm not taking nothing away from our performance today. We was a lot better than them. A lot better, and we deserved the win. But the way this season has began, I was still sitting there until the last whistle, thinking they're going to equalise here. They're going to nick
Yeah,
one. That one at the end when Adrian pulled off that save,
Brilliant
like,
save.
and it's good for
Unbelievable.
Adrian, clean sheet,
Yeah.
and a few good saves today.
A few crosses and all.
Yeah, it give him a bit of confidence.
I'll be
Yeah, but it's Adrian, isn't it?
That's
We
what I said, he always
expect
has that one
We didn't look
moment.
like conceding.
No.
No, we actually looked organised. We looked disciplined. Reedy looked commanding at the back. You know, we haven't looked. No one's looked commanding in their
No.
back for all season.
Reedy looked like he looked like a captain today, didn't he? He took the lead.
I think that the international break going to play for New Zealand in America has done him a world of good.
He organised that back
yeah.
four, didn't he? Back five.
So he won everything in the end.
But it's, as I said to people last week, I think the international cut break come exactly at the right time because, you know, going away to playing big countries and all that, you know, takes the pressure off a little bit, and then not coming back to the London Stadium,
Playing away.
in a old-fashioned ground where the fans are on top of you. And you can
That's
hear
what we
it all.
needed because is that our first London derby this season?
No,
Chelsea.
Oh yeah, Chelsea away, yeah, but yeah.
So
So
got up a fight there though.
Yeah.
nah, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I mean. We needed that. Like we needed a fucking game under the lights, and like I said, Selhurst Park's a
It's where,
good ground for us.
as much as that ground ain't the best ground.
That's
but
3 years in a row now.
That's the closest you're going to get to ever being back in the bowling at that type of ground.
Yeah, but their atmosphere wasn't all that today. I didn't hear on once.
Listen, their atmosphere is never all that. They only sing when they score. They started singing. as
We
soon
were
as we
singing
went
their
down
songs
to
for 'em.
Yeah. That's why they
Well,
stick.
that-
That's why they stick their so-called ultras in the corner next to the family section. So when they sing, you can actually hear them. Because if they sit next to the away fans, they'll be drowned out.
Well, maybe our club should start taking a bit of note of
That's
where
poor
to put
atmosphere
people
today.
who sing and all that nonsense. But we won't talk about that today. I want to talk about pure positivity.
Positives. It was good to see Tompkins got a good reception.
Yeah,
today.
I always
Especially
knew he
like
would
when he
though.
come out in the second half, when he got a bit
Yeah.
emotional, didn't he? Like he
Yeah,
come
yeah.
over and clapped and all that. Good luck to him.
It's weird seeing him in a Palace shirt.
Yeah, good luck to him though. You know, it's obviously
First
he's
choice
West
ever.
Ham through and through, so he's never going to get a bad reception.
No.
No.
And let's be honest, he probably don't even want to play for Palace. He had no choice.
That's controversial, but
No, but he don't, does he? If he had a
I
choice,
tell you what, I
He'd
remember,
rather be
do you
at West
remember his
Ham,
press
wouldn't he?
pictures?
yeah.
They look the most
That's true.
miserable press pictures I've
Honestly,
ever
like
seen.
if you had the chance, if he had a chance to stay at West Ham, he probably would have.
It was more that fact that he's getting that age that he was at. He
The thing
didn't have
is,
a bad season.
He
last
must
season,
have something
and
in
he
his
wants to play.
contract that he's guaranteed to start for Palace because there's no way he'd go to Palace and sit on their bench and then where he could sit on our
It took him a
bench.
while to break through, didn't
He was
he?
injured though, wasn't he?
No, he missed a couple of games, then got injured.
No,
Yeah,
but
but
he
he
was
was
injured
injured
from
from
the
He was
Yeah,
injured
start.
straight away,
yeah.
and he
Yeah.
started every game since then. So he must have a clause in his contract that he's got to start if he's fit. Because there's no way he'd go and leave West Ham to go there.
Oh no, that's it. They've obviously guaranteed he's going to get football because that's why he left.
Centre half, you know, he's good enough.
Yeah, good luck to him. It was good. I'm glad he got a good reception.
Anyway,
Good team
second
and
half,
no goal.
conditions were a bit testing. The rain pissed down. Yeah, it absolutely fucking.
We was having a disco in the game in the rain before.
Was you?
Yeah, outside, weren't we? They had a disco outside. Everyone was dancing.
Oh, I've missed the
Yeah, you
fucking
missed
blinder,
the
haven't I?
blinder, mate.
What's happened? Huh?
Burger and all that.
Have you tasted the ones at our place? Jesus Christ Almighty! I have plenty of them. No, but second half, testing conditions. They come out a little bit better. I made a couple of substitutions. Their right back and left back were. I think Pardew was trying to take what we was doing and sort of carbon copy it, but it didn't quite work for them. They wasn't as organised because they hadn't trained that way. You know what I mean? Their right and left backs pushed up a little bit more, and they looked a bit more positive. And I thought to myself, we had a couple of chances. Well, Payet, one skimmed off the turf for him. There was a lot of difficult.
I thought that's the worst game he's had for a while, Payet.
He was good though.
And
he was terrified.
I was still surprised when they took him off.
Part in the goal. To be fair, I would have took him off to shore it up. I would have took him off.
That's what he done.
Yeah, but that's it.
Yeah, I was surprised that he took him off.
He wasn't that effective in the set. The only thing I would have said about the only criticism I would have had there is like Zaza. He stayed on because he went down as soon as we went down to 10 men. He had to come off because he offers nothing in defence, and rightly so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the only thing
Defend,
that does happen with him is the ball sticks to him a bit more than Zaza.
Zaza, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Zaza's, yeah. When
So,
Zaza got tired.
I would have gone sort of like took the striker off and left them two sort of more central, so the ball sticks to him more because he's got more about him when it comes to sort of holding the
That's
ball.
what I'm saying. This was he had a quiet game. It's the worst game he's had. Right, so
No.
He still played.
First
the
half,
game.
it was fucking awesome.
He still played.
They
the
was
part in the
terrified of
goal. Yeah,
him.
they are terrified. A lot of teams are, but he still played a part in the goal. And as I said, he can have a bad 89 minutes, but still pop up in 1 minute and win you a game.
He wasn't bad.
So you've got. He didn't look that great to me today.
Well, I'll tell you, he wasn't bad at all. He was probably one of our better players. What should I tell you, you know?
Yeah, that's it. That's the difference. Watching it live.
Yeah. I mean, you notice more, don't you? But
Been a away game now.
I can't fault the performance. It was just after that.
I'd have been disappointed if we'd have come out of a draw from that game.
Well,
we deserved.
the
all 3
referee done
points.
They tried.
done his best,
They tried
right?
their best.
I'll tell you now. That penalty.
It was a penalty.
It was a
wasn't
blatant penalty. A blatant penalty. You couldn't. That Cresswell won.
Oh yeah.
The Cresswell one that he got booked for initially.
Was it a foul before as well?
What do you mean?
Weren't there a foul leading
Yeah,
up
there
to
was
that?
a foul leading up to it, and
And
he let it play on because rightly so. We had the ball in the box, and Kabay, he skipped past him. Now, the commentators on the TV were saying, "No, it was a definite dive and all this nonsense. Went down too easily, and he's got his leg in the air and he's tripped him over. He's put his leg there." And he took his leg away from him. There's no way he could have stayed on his feet. It was a blatant penalty, right? And he's booked him. Now, what happened at the other end was a fucking disgrace.
We couldn't really see it.
Because he never touched. He went to go past him. He put his arm across him to shield the ball out, right? Or to run alongside him, and he booked him for it. Sent him off.
That was a linesman. That was a linesman. The referee.
Yeah, the linesman was flagging, and the linesman going, "Yeah, definite yellow. He blocked him off. He only put his arm across him. That's the problem sometimes, right? And I don't want to be too negative because what happened after was brilliant from West Ham, right? But that's the problem with they don't play the game. How can you say that it's a booking?
It's not.
A booking. It's not even a foul.
No, that's what you do. You get in front. You get your arm across. So he's got to get past your body.
And the referee, to be
Textbook
fair
defending.
to him, the referee didn't look like he wanted to send him off.
No.
But then that's down to him bottling it, isn't it? You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but the referee don't have to listen to the fucking linesman.
no, that's it. That's what I'm saying. He's bottled it.
Yeah, Palace players rolling about on the floor, wasn't it?
There was nothing wrong with him.
It was Zaha.
The only good thing is that he only misses one game.
Yeah,
Because he
yeah.
can't receive the yellows, but he shouldn't be missing Sunderland next week.
See, that penalty thing, I had a look on
I wish we
Twitter.
had a cup game in the week that he'd miss
Yeah,
and
wouldn't
be
it?
back for Sunderland
But-
because
Went on Twitter straight after that, and even Gary Lineker said it was a blatant penalty to us. Gary Lineker said, don't say anything.
It was
to him.
nailed on. Nailed on. If we'd have come out of that, it would have been cheated.
Yeah.
We'd have been cheated. If we'd have come out of that with a loss or a
The
draw.
problem is like, when you look at it, playing Sunderland, they've got no confidence at the minute, they're not playing well. So if you want to lose Criswell for a game, I'd rather lose him for that.
I think
But
you can't even go
still-
on
you
Sunderland
still-
being low in
you
confidence
still
because we're West
want him
Ham, mate.
playing, you know.
Sunderland will turn up next week and probably beat us.
How
That's the
often
way
have
our
we seen
season's
it in
been
the
going.
past?
But listen, this win today won't count for nothing unless we beat Sunderland next week.
But I tell you that.
Put a rugby, you'll start
But,
putting
you
a
know,
rugby.
look, you
We need a
look at
win
it,
at the London Stadium.
We've got Arbeloa to come in, who's a decent cover. Do you know what I mean? He ain't
He's no Cresswell, mate.
No, he's not
I
Cresswell,
said
but
this in the
he's
week,
covered.
right? Cresswell coming back will make the team. It will make the team
He
again.
Yeah,
offers
yeah.
more down the left than he offers because you look at this season. We've always concentrated on going down the right, haven't we?
Mhm.
We haven't had nothing down the left, and that is a massive because Creswell's not there.
No, 'cause as
Cresswell
much as-
offers you that much
Fantastic
more.
crossword
Yeah, of
ball.
course,
Yeah.
yeah,
As
and
much
he
as-
works
as much
so
as
hard.
the-
No, but it allows people to double up on Payet because you've
There's
got
an outlet.
Yeah.
Listen,
But to be fair to Masuaku, mate, right? And I was thinking about this the other
yeah,
day,
I forgot about him.
right? To be fair to him, before he got injured, he only had one bad game.
Yeah.
Yes,
It
it
was
was a
shocking.
bloody bad
Yeah.
game.
It's
But
bad game.
but let's
bad
be
game,
honest.
bad game, yeah.
Remember Bournemouth last year? Cresswell had a shocker.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
fair
I
play
mean-
to Creswell because if he would have got sent off today, he would have played a full 90 minutes.
Mm.
And to come back after being out that long since June or July, to come back and play a full 90 minutes in the Premiership.
Said
It was some
yeah,
struggling,
no,
mate.
No, he looked like he ain't been out. He looked like he'd been on holiday and he ain't been
Normally with
injured.
players who've been out for the length of time he has, you ease them back in, don't you? Give them like half hour here, chuck them in the reserve for
Yeah,
60
to
minutes.
start him as well. Was a man, when I see his
But-
name in the, on the starting lineup, I little smile to myself.
I've got to say
Nice
this.
seeing
I've got
him
to
on the team sheet.
I've got to say this, right? The substitution that we was talking about, Payet
Mm.
coming off. What's his name?
Kaleri.
No, it wasn't Kaleri. It was
Fernandez.
Oh, Fernandez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he'd have bought on Ginge just to make six at the back. or
Well,
something.
I said that
That's
to you,
what he
didn't I? I
said,
said,
yeah.
right, I'm
Was it-
surprised he didn't bring
I thought
Ginger.
some- when he held
and
up
he-
27, I thought, yeah, that's the right decision. Bring Ginger on. I saw the number and I went, what?
He's like, he took off a creative midfielder for a creative midfielder.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
not like.
Yeah, but he done the right
He done
thing,
all right,
didn't
didn't
he?
he?
Yes, I'm saying,
yeah,
he's
and
only
the
young
thing
as
is,
well.
I think the thinking behind it is he had more energy than him. He works back a little bit more.
Yeah.
He was putting in the.
He played not full 90 for France during the week.
I don't think he did. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he scored.
Yeah, he
I know
scored. I know he
I don't
scored.
think. I don't know if
But
he played full 90. I don't.
yeah, it's
don't watch
international break. If you played for your country, like on Wednesday or whenever it was, it's tough. But do you know what? 3 points.
A brilliant win.
Yeah, massive.
And the
massive.
table, you look at the table now,
Yeah,
and
one
you
more
start to
win,
think,
Yeah.
one more win, mate, we're up to 10th.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it looks a lot prettier.
Mm.
And it was massive to get that win today because Stoke won.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that-
thing
that
is,
was the thing
we're
that
going
we
into
had to
we're
win.
going into a big month in November. We're playing some big teams and December as well. So we need to get a good run going together to play these teams. A bit of confidence. We can beat anyone on their day.
But, so,
Yeah.
you know, we win that against Sunderland. You don't take nothing for granted, obviously, especially at home. But you don't take nothing for granted. But when we go into November, that we've got the big teams and all that, based on today's first half performance, especially, it's one of them ones we can go toe to toe with.
Yeah, we can match anyone on our day. And plus, you've got to think we've got Carroll coming back next week. We've got Sacco coming back. We've got Ayew coming back. You know, we get them fully fit. We can match anyone on their day. We've had a bad run, and we've had some. I won't say unlucky results because the teams that deserve to beat us. Southampton at home, Watford at home deserve to beat us.
West
But,
Brom.
yeah, West Brom deserve to beat us. But now we've just got to go from now. You don't worry about them results.
They've
The
got-
results have
can't do
happened.
anything.
Yeah, but that I mean, a massive win. I've said it so many times. It's a massive win.
It was.
But because the thing is, it was the same as last year. We was in good form last year when we went to Palace, and it was a battle with two teams in good form. on paper this one, you'd have said Palace won that 3-0.
Yeah, you look at the form that they've had.
Yeah, I heard a lot of West Ham fans before the game saying, "Oh, I don't fancy us today," and I don't know why. I just had a feeling that we're going to get a win today. I thought,
Yeah, drained, didn't you?
yeah, I said 4-1, but
1-0's good, man.
yeah, 1-0.
Same points, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but honestly, it was a great win. It's a massive win, and like I said, we need to progress now. And this win don't mean nothing if we don't pick up 3 points next week against Sunderland. Not even a point. We need 3 points. We need a good performance, and we need everyone, obviously, to get behind the team, as we will. And we need everyone walking out that London stadium positive and happy. You know, going home with one. Not because if we lose next week, I hate to think what it'd be like.
Yeah, you are right. You are right. This is only.
And then we've got Chelsea on the Wednesday after, haven't we? And then that's going to be a massive test.
That's it. You look at it. Every Sunderland at home, Everton away, Chelsea at home.
Liverpool, I think's in amongst that as well, don't they?
Liverpool away, yeah.
You know,
On Sunday now.
Yeah, R4, Man United R4 on a Sunday.
Is that Sunday or a Monday?
Man United.
That's the away.
Man United is a Monday in the 2nd of January. I've told you this. How many times have I told you this today, Scott? I've spoken to you about it earlier.
It's been a long day. But
It's been away, look, all the way to the Crap Palace.
Right. Now that's over. There's a couple of things to talk about that happened in the week. There was a meeting that we weren't invited to. I've heard. I don't know. Have anyone heard anything about this meeting?
Yeah, apparently all the stuff that was going on at West Ham, the main topic was, can we smoke e-cigarettes?
I won't say the first topic.
Well, why would you talk about that first? Surely there's other things to talk about. Oh, last on the topic is crowd safety. Anyone? Anyone got anything on crowd safety? Like, come on, man. Like, e-cigarettes. Who gives a fuck about e-cigarettes?
smokers.
Yeah, but who cares? Who cares? Like, let's be honest. Like, the amount of shit that's going on at West Ham at the moment.
There's a lot more important things.
Yeah. Why worry about? Or can we take alcohol beverages to our seat? We know you can't. That's just a rule in general.
That's
And I'm thinking to myself,
Why would you bring that up?
Because they've got nothing to talk about.
Do you know what? That's a little bit that pisses me off about like us getting not invited. You know what I mean?
Because if we sat in there, we'd talk about
the real thing.
crowd safety, issues on the pitch, issues outside the stadium. I won't bring up, will they sell selected cheese sandwiches in kiosk number 5 on match days? Like, you wouldn't talk
You know
about
what I would have
shit
brought
like
up?
that.
They still do them long sausages.
Yeah. Excuse me. Against Dom Sarni, I had a big sausage. But I noticed when I went back there, little sausages. Will they meet in the middle? Like, what the fuck, man? Talk about proper stuff. But that's, I don't know.
But that's the thing, and that's what annoys me. Like, because I spoke to, I won't mention his name because he don't want to be mentioned. And to be fair, we had a good chat, me and Sean.
I don't want to mention it.
No, I will mention this out there. No, I'm gonna fuck it. I'm not worried. We had a good chat with Sean Winston, right? And to be honest, I was a lot more because I was raging. I was raging, like, and I got messages from certain people who I won't mention, and
Jack Sullivan.
but I got messages from them, and like, I respect the kids' time. I respect the fact that he took the time out to talk to us and explain to us what's going on. You know, it's a bit more courteous than what their official media and PR teams do with us. But, you know, he wasn't very happy. I can tell why. You know, he wasn't very happy about the negativity surrounding West Ham. Who is? I'm not happy about it, and I'm the fucking main culprit.
He said to me, like, oh, you talk about negative stuff. And I said, because it's all negative at the moment. Like, what can we talk about?
But it's confusing for them, you know what I mean? Because they only talk about the positive, and when someone like us come along and talk about the negative,
we want to talk about
of
positives.
course we do.
We all want to sit here and talk about positives. Look at us today. Like, we're talking about positives, and that's what we want to do. But it don't matter what goes on in that stadium. The positives come from the pitch. If we're not winning, the old negativity goes around the whole stadium.
Everything around what we do here, right, is based upon what we would do after a game, chatting in a pub, right? Do we just talk about the good things that went on when
No,
you sit in the
unfortunately,
pub
no.
talking to your mates. You don't. You talk about everything. You talk about positives, negatives, the lot. And of course, everything's been negative lately, and we've brought up the negatives. People don't like it
Yeah, it's
because
a
we're
lot.
not talking about positives. There's been 10 times more negatives this season than there has been positives, and that's why we're focusing on the positives because today is
It's
a massive
something
Today
positive.
was a positive day.
Yeah, so yeah, brilliant day. But as I said, I'm going back to the chat. You know, he spoke well to me. I was a little bit more easier afterwards when he explained his reasons why. Do I really believe them? Not really. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I mean that with all due respect to him. You know what I mean? Like, and one of the things he did say to me, which strikes me, which when I listened to the minutes of the meeting, sort of like give me that sort of vibe, is he said to me, "I've picked people, not by name but by problem. So the problems that you've got that need to be raised, I've picked them by age, section of the stadium, and problem." Now, do I believe he'd have picked two people that would have wanted to bring up e-cigarettes and alcohol in the seats? Because alcohol in the seats is the biggest waste of time that anyone's ever spoke about. That nobody's been able to drink a beer by their seat
You can't-
since fucking day dot.
You can't have alcohol in the view of the pitch.
E-cigarettes is a big waste of
That's
time
how
as well.
Yeah,
like-
it's, but that's what I'm
all
saying.
brands. That's all brands.
But that's,
That's
but,
not standard.
but that's yeah, all
But that,
brands.
what pissed me off, if that was at the end of the fucking night, it was the first topic that they brought up. I'm like, what am I watching here?
Oh,
What am I
Smokey
listening
Joe.
to?
Sitting there called, "Can I smoke my fucking fags or what?"
Can I bring my own sandwiches or I've got to buy this shit? Like, well, I'm just like, look, if we'd have been on there, mate, we'd have just been voted off first week. We
No,
would've-
but there is.
Was it like the X
It'd been like X Factor, mate.
What was also told to me is that the supporters advisory board that they were inviting people to be part of, that we desperately want to be part of. Will we be voted in? Probably not. Why would we?
We could start up our own one.
Yeah, but no. But what he did say is to me is
Graham, your chairman.
that he said it was a big waste of time. Like he said, it was a big waste of time. It's just they're playing lip service. They're we'll listen to you, and they never listen to a single thing. And I've also heard other people tell me this, and that's not from the same guy, but somebody else told me it was just a load of fucking wankers sitting in the room going.
But the thing is, right?
And
How are they going?
Was the people who actually own the stadium at the meeting?
yes,
They were.
yeah,
So,
and the police.
Yeah, because otherwise it's absolutely pointless because West Ham have nothing to do with it.
No, they had the steward in, the people that own the stadium, Karen Brady, and yeah, she was hosting it, mate, and the police, and the police chief or whatever, whoever it was, Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, but
Commissioner Gordon,
That's
Chief
the thing.
Wiggum.
at the end of the day, a lot of the problems that are going on inside the ground is down to the people that own it. It's not down to the club. It's the people that own it.
But that don't rub well with me, mate, because the club are our liaison,
Of course they are.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we pay our money to the club. You can't. If I owned an airplane, I said, "Come fly my airplane. You want to go to Jamaica? Yeah, I've got an airplane. Come fly my airplane." And you got to the airplane, it didn't have a floor.
Yeah.
And you went, "Nick, this airplane ain't got a floor." I go, "No, don't do me. I don't own the plane. I just rent it out."
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I just sold
the
that.
Flintstones. Like,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but-
yeah, you can't do that.
No, but the main responsibility of the
You
stadium
know,
is down to
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I say, yeah, you want to buy a plane ticket, £1,000, and you go to me, you ring me up and go, "Nick, I've got an airplane, mate."
a woman comes out to give you a dinner and she's just drunk. She's got, "Oh, I'm sick of beef." I like that.
Parachute. No, but I'm just saying, like, and you rang me up and go, like, "Nick, I've got an airplane, didn't have a floor. I had to fucking, like, climb across the railings to get to my seat." I go, "That don't do me, mate, it's not my airplane."
Nick, we've got no wings.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. And the club should do more to deal with the problem. But
At the end of the day, right, and we're going back to the state, we shouldn't really talk about this because we've not been there, right, there today. But the meeting went, because if that's how they have to run that club, yeah. Although on the face of it, it looks like a good deal, they've done a shit job of negotiating because, like, that stadium was there. That was not going to be used, right? West Ham, I think, went a little bit too hasty into saying, yeah, we want it. You know what I mean? Because, like, when they was negotiating, one second, right? When they was negotiating for the stadium, right? They should have stood there and went, like, who's going to provide the stewarding? Oh, we'll do that. We've got our own people. Do you know anything about football? Not really. Well, we'll do it then. No. We do it because we've got our own stuff. And so I won't go in there then. Yeah. We'll stay here.
Yeah.
And then they would have come back because nobody else wanted to really go. We want fucking Barry Hearn with his fucking 200 fans sitting in there. Would have looked like a bunch of pricks.
Listen, originally he wanted the hockey stadium.
No, but I mean, to be fair, to Gold and Sullivan, I mean, that when you're looking at across 3 miles down the road, and you've got a massive stadium like that, you can see why they went for it.
Listen,
but the thing is, I think we've said it before. We went there too soon. One more year at the bowling, we should have had, and they should have properly got that stadium ready.
Or at least have the police radio.
Yeah, like they should have got it more organised quickly, but it was just like a quick move. But listen,
crowd safety should have been number one on the agenda.
If we would have won our first 5 games there, no one better than us. It would have been the best thing since.
But they'll still be walking. All the fans are still being walked through.
It's bedding in, isn't it? Like we've noticed improvements over the last 2 games.
Yeah.
You know, give it that Chelsea game will be totally different. Trust me, it will be totally different. They will have police and everything because they have to. It's going to go on like moving in there. Everyone was looking for faults. Everyone was looking for. I was looking for faults, and we found them because we're losing. Yeah. It's easy to find faults when you're losing.
Yeah.
But look, the bowling's gone. We're never ever going back to the bowling, so we have to get used to this place.
Whether you like the London Stadium or not.
Listen, it's a beautiful stadium. Yep. Do I think it's run right? No, but it's gonna improve. Look, it's got to improve, and it will improve. It's a beautiful
stadium. It still ain't fit for football. There's a lot of things they could have done to it to make it more for football.
What can they do now?
The thing is, part of the thing.
You can't move the seats. I mean, people say move the seats for. You can't move the seats for because if you do, you're gonna have to take the roof off and rebuild that.
You couldn't need longer bridges.
But listen, I don't know.
Do you know what needs? I'll tell you what needs to happen.
I'll
tell you exactly what needs to happen, right? And the way they could have counteracted it, right? The whole animosity towards the stadium, right? What needs to happen is in the next 5 years or so, Lord Coe and all his wisdom, is he still in that role? In all his wisdom, who never foresee that stadium was going to be sitting there doing fuck all.
Didn't listen to the people.
Even though everyone else knew.
Yeah. Anyway, and didn't listen to that. Right, he needs to sort of cut his losses and turn around and go, do you know what? Right, we're going to redevelop Crystal Palace. You can pay some towards it because we pay a lot towards that, but we'll give you that. Do what you want with it and make it what you want, and we'll still own it, but you rent it. That's the way City do it. Yeah, they don't own their stadium.
No, they still rent it.
Right. You do what you want with it, but help us redevelop Crystal Palace so we've got a legacy, because athletics and concerts, I mean, there's better concert venues, there's better athletics venues that can be sort of like, you realise in 5 years' time
but the thing is with Man City,
all these diamond meetings, there'd be a 60,000 seat stadium with 1,000 people in it.
The thing is with Man City though, is that Man City, it was always the plan that they was going to go in there after. That's why they designed the stadium. West Ham was never meant to go in there.
To Coe. Yep. They did say it to Coe.
But they could have made a football stadium out of it. They could have made it. They could have redeveloped that roof, and they could have bought this things for it. They could have knocked it down.
I don't know the guy's name, but it was someone, I think he was a politician, who was on the board for it all and turned around and said, we need to make it football friendly because otherwise it's going to be empty. And Lord Coe said, no, athletics only. It's our legacy for the London Olympics. It's Olympics only, and this is why it is the way it is.
But the thing is, if we hadn't changed, we'd sitting there empty, costing money.
Right. So why is there negativity towards the stadium, right? And how could we have solved this? And I'm going to tell you, I've been thinking about this 2 weeks. I've been thinking about this. You know what I mean? Without shouting and uttering. What they needed to do, the two chairmen, right? They needed to go out in the summer, yeah, and they needed to overspend for some big, massive player like Lacazette, yeah. The goal scorer that everyone wanted, yeah. The 45 million, they were still 5 million shy of him. If you're spending 45, what's 5? Do you know what I mean? Like, but they needed to go in there, all guns blazing, and say, look, 50 million, we'll take him. You know what I mean? Get him in the room. What do you want a week? 200 grand? No problem. And they should have bought him out as like a what can you say? Like a token gift, right? And say, look, I know you didn't want to leave there, and I know you don't like it here, but this is what this stadium can do for us.
This is what this stadium can bring.
Yeah, this is what it's going to bring.
Yep.
This is the players that we can attract now. This is the players that we can afford because of the money we save, because of the money we're going to earn. That is it. You want more like that, get behind the stadium. That's how they could have done it. But what did they do? Torre.
Yeah. But
There you go.
No, but listen.
Lockdown Torre.
Yeah, but listen, right? The thing is with Lacazette, he made it clear from the start that he wanted Champions League football.
Money talks.
Carlos Bacca wanted Champions League football. They didn't want to come to
The
West
thing-
Ham.
the-
When you're saying about Gökhan Torre, it hasn't worked out for him. But when he played for Besiktas, he was a good player. And these players, Feghouli, Torre, all these players, Fernandez, they was all signed for Europe. They was all signed for that. We go through to the group stages, and these players were playing Europe. You've got 13 new players. You've got 13 players now that because we ain't got European football, you've got to try to get into the first team. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because you've already got 11 from last season.
They've got to have time to adapt to.
But you've got to put, in my opinion, right, 7th. We finished 7th with a very good team last year, right? You need to bring in 1 or 2 that get in the team straight away.
Yeah, you need players.
Look, let's be honest, right? Name an 11. All of our players are fit, right? Name your 11.
Yeah, the 11's going to be similar to last season.
It'll be the same.
And this is what I'm saying. People like Gökhan Torre, Feghouli, Fernandez, all these players were signed for Europe. I've got no doubt in my mind they were signed for Europe because Bilic must have thought, right, we'll get through these group stages. We can't play Premier League and Europe. So we'll have a squad for Premier League and we'll have a decent squad for Europe, mixing in some of the Premier League players. Because Feghouli played in Spain, Torres played in Turkey, so they've all got European experience.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying. And it hasn't worked out for Gökhan Torre, and he probably will go back in January.
That's the thing, putting all your eggs in one basket, and you're relying on something.
Yeah, that's
Just
just
look,
hands.
it's simple.
Because we thought we was guaranteed European football.
and
We
that's what
thought,
we said
do you know
before.
what?
Yeah, but it's
We lost to
football.
Astra last
Nothing's
year.
guaranteed, is it?
We're playing this year, we're smashing. And we lost. And it fucking hurt them that we went out. Because that was their payday. Get in Europe, you know, get a few good European nights over there. We fucked up. We fucked up because we was too shit on their night to beat
the problem
Astra.
from it, the problem that I feel with the signings from what we got in the summer is it's all right signing these players for the Europe and all that. We still should have signed a couple of players who have got Premier League experience.
We
Who've been there, done it.
we need
you know what I mean?
improvement.
We needed to sign someone, right? We needed a striker that's going to challenge what we had. You get a midfielder who's going to challenge Noble and Kyoe. You get a guy and get a centre back that's going to challenge. You always got to have players that are going to push your players in together. You can't have players that are going to hang around on a dance floor like thinking, oh, I might get in.
But we had a centre back to push players. We had a centre midfielder to push players. The centre midfielder never got a chance, and now he is, and he's in the
just
side.
improve slightly on what you got.
Yeah, but you got to.
When finishing seventh,
You need to go out and buy that one marquee
Yeah, of course you
player,
have.
that one
You see-
standout player.
But
When
maybe
there's so many players at one time, it
maybe
disrupts
signing
it.
for Feghouli on a free was one of the standout.
Listen,
We went and played
Feghouli was a
20
great
minutes for
signing. Feghouli. Yeah, but Ayew for me was a panic buy.
I agree
It
with
was a
you. I
panic
think it was.
buy.
He's a good player.
Yeah, he's
but
a good
he
player.
wasn't-
He's not
he wasn't
20 million
what-
though.
He isn't what we need
No.
at that time. That 20 million, we needed a
But
striker.
you never know. He could come back from
Exactly.
injury and he could play up front
We-
and
we
he
got-
could score you 15, 20 goals.
Until we get to running the side, we don't know what's going to happen with him.
But for me, Ayew was a panic buy. It was just it was a signing to just tie the fans over for a few weeks. Oh, we've signed someone now. Until we start kicking up again and then transfer window shut. Can't sign no one now.
Yeah.
The problem is with the chairman is that what they should have done, they should have just done their business.
Made the statement.
Whoever Bilic wanted,
Made the statement.
but why they come out? We're going to make a marquee signing. As soon as you tell someone they're going to make it, the clubs they're going to put the price up because they know you've got money to spend.
Yeah.
Why not just keep it quiet and say, look,
Let's
we're
be
after
honest.
Lacazette.
Look at the Becker deal. They fucked up that massively because you're getting a geezer in to have negotiations, and before he gets there, right? They goes, yeah, we just offered Carlos Tevez 150 grand a week, but he turned it down. And wouldn't offer him to, as soon as he heard that, he goes, I want 150 grand a week. I goes, no way.
Carlos Tevez was never ever coming back. He said that when he went back to Argentina, he turned around and said, "This is where I'm staying.
Yeah,
I'm coming
his
back. My
family.
family's
I
here."
don't blame him. He played in Europe for 10 years.
His
He went home.
family never
Like,
settled.
Carlos Becker was never coming to West Ham as much as like we thought. There was one point where I thought, it's close. But listen, he stated he wants Champions. He's playing for AC Milan. He wants Champions League football. West Ham, we had a good season last year, but we still finished 7th. We had our record ever season. We finished 7th.
It's like you're saying, the stadium alone is not going to be enough to attract play.
I think that's what they're relying on.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Don't get me wrong. When you go there, if you was a player, you went there, you look around the facilities, you think, but you're going to attract.
But there are ways to sort of like negotiate that sort of thing because you can get a player like Lacazette and you get him all the time. I want to play Champions League football. We come 7th last year. We were 6 points off of Champions League.
With a player
like you, would have been 3rd or 2nd. We might have even won the league.
Look,
and they go, fucking hell, I'm going to be the main.
Yeah,
but that's it.
Players these days don't think of it like that. Do
No,
they?
but look at Batshuayi. You know, when he went, he said, "I want Champions League football. That's why he wouldn't come to us." He went to Chelsea.
Yeah, but
he's
the
Chelsea
thing is,
gonna be
but the thing is with him, he's looking at a 4-year plan. He's
That's
not
it,
looking
but
at Chelsea
what's
now.
But as Nicky said there, what's the turn around and say, having that 25 goal, season goal scorer, yeah.
Because what makes you think now that West Ham? Listen, we've been supporting West Ham all our life, and how many good seasons you've seen in your lifetime?
Yeah,
Honest.
I totally. I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
totally
Like
agree.
a player's going to look like West Ham. You know, the thing is, I've said it. I think we sort of not overachieved last season because we deserved our wins, but it got to a lot of fans' head that think now we're gonna. This is what I'm saying. We're going for these Lacazettes and Becker. We needed to look in the middle and look at the Benteke's, the Wilfred Bonnies, and players like that. You know, and that's who. Who's going to take us to that? And then when we get to that level, that's when you sign them sort of players. We're not an elite club. You're not gonna if West Ham go for a player and Arsenal come in for you, you're gonna go Arsenal.
We're not really.
I don't care. If Chelsea come in for you, like just we're Batshuayi proved it.
Yeah.
He'd rather go and sit on a bench and struggle at Chelsea than come play for us because that's where the money is. And I know they're not in Champions League, but they've got a good chance of winning the league this year.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. They're probably not going to do it, but they've got a good chance.
You can have a big stadium, but it's not gonna. It don't guarantee you to attract you them sort of players.
It doesn't, but it's stepping stones.
But there's something we've never done. Yeah. This is, I think, what a lot of people were hoping that these two would bring. Yeah. Is we've had them good seasons. We have had not many, but we've had good seasons. Yeah. I remember under Roda we finished 7th. We finished 3rd once. Finished 5th under Redknapp, and they've never ever. No, never. I can remember, they never strengthen.
No.
Yeah, but
They
we've done
weaken
Yeah.
all the time.
We
Yeah.
always
Done
up
that in
until.
86, we finished down the bottom half of the table
Well,
after nearly winning the league the year
this-
before.
I said that 86. Come on, man.
And but that's the thing, you know. And now we're in a situation where we should be bettering ourselves. That's the
But
problem.
that's the fit, and that's the fit, and
But
that's.
the problem
I think that's
is-
what deludes a lot of West Ham fans because you think to yourself, right, we've got ourselves to there, yeah. Let's do something to get ourselves to there, yeah, at least, or stay there,
We
yeah.
need a few seasons running at that
Yeah.
level and then.
Or stay, and that's the thing that we've like to me, the squad's weakened. Yeah, the squad's weakened, like because.
On the experience that the players have got in the Premier League.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, look at Moses at Chelsea now.
He's flying.
He's flying.
Today.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So you get rid of players like that. Yeah, we could if we'd have give Moses a fair run of go. I don't like Moses. Don't get me wrong. I couldn't stand Moses. Yeah, but if we'd have given Moses a fair run of go, there'd have been a good chance that he might come to us and stayed with us. You know what I mean?
If he didn't come out and like a few games.
Yeah, they're the sort of players that we should be signing.
Yeah, of course they are.
You
Players who have got Premier League experience,
Just because we finished
European
7th,
experience.
just because we finished 7th, one in the Premier League one year, we can't say, "Oh right, we're going to go and sign Messi now or Suarez." You know what I mean?
Look, I've said it before, right? It pains me to say it. We have got to get the Tottenham's level.
We got to lucky.
Consistently
Yeah,
finishing in
And-
that top 6.
No, it is true.
And then
Like
start pushing
everyone,
for higher.
people. So you got to look at teams like Tottenham,
Yeah.
the way they've done it over the
Yeah,
years.
they've gradually
they've
worked
gradually
their way
got
up.
into that top
That's
4,
it.
and now they're a team now that can win the league.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, they was close last season, and this season they
I
can
think
go
they
and win
might
it.
go and win it.
I think they've been a bit found out this season.
I don't know. I think they'll finish up.
What, they
Champions.
lost yet? They ain't team that haven't lost.
Harry Kane's not as good as what
He's injured, mate. You can't.
Now he's injured, but he ain't been playing well.
Yeah,
But
but people
it's-
said that
that's
last
what-
year. They still got 25
That's where we've got to aim. Yeah, to consistently be around that top 6.
We don't
First.
even need. It's not even that. We need to concentrate on being in the top 8.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Stepping stones.
Yeah, but everyone wants instant success. Everyone
No,
wants
no.
it like that. Everyone's thinking, oh, we finished 7th, right, we beat Man City away, oh, let's go Champions League now. You can't
It
do that.
didn't happen at Man City. Man City done stepping stones.
Like
They got
I've
the
said-
money, they got the stadium, they got the
Yeah,
investment.
but like
they
I
worked
said,
their way
we
up.
haven't. Our owners cannot. Under our owners now, we can't go and be a top elite club. We need, if we're going to step out, they haven't got the money to do it. They haven't got the money to do it. Listen, they've done a great job.
They've done a great look.
But like we said, we said on the
Yeah.
social a few weeks ago, we need foreign investment, or it could be an
They've-
English
they
company. I
have-
don't know anyone.
They have
to-
took us from the level of being Portsmouth up to the level where we are now. And like you said, we need foreign owners to then step up to that next level.
Yeah, but and people say, do you want it? Do you want? Listen, I want to see West Ham win trophies. Of course I do. I don't care how we do it. I mean, everyone wants. I know everyone's yeah, but it's not West Ham, is it? We want to be that lower, getting a couple wins a season against the old big clubs. Listen, I want to see West Ham attract the best players, especially in this new stadium. Best players, beat the big teams and win trophies. That's what you turn up. That's what you start your season. You turn up, you want to see us win. You want to see us win trophies. Anyone that says you don't want to see us win trophies, they want to see us beat Man United at home once a season. If that's their ambitions, then
That's up to them.
that's, you know what I mean. Like, I want to see West Ham.
All
Like,
that Wembley and see us win the cup.
it's just-
Yeah, why not?
That's what I want.
Exactly. Anyway, we'll leave it there, boys. Great win. We'll see you back again
Superb
next
win.
week for the Sunderland game. We'll be back. What is it? Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Next Saturday for the Sunderland game. Don't forget to go and check out our other content. Scotty does previews on the socials coming. You've got something coming in.
Right. I'm redundant till January.
Well, we'll see Ryan in January then. I'm not doing nothing, I'm just relaxing for a little while. So,
We're
yeah,
going away.
FIFA previews, there's new stuff coming. We're working on some new stuff as well, so we'll be bedding that in the next few months. It's quite exciting.
What do you do?
Huh?
What do I do? I'm redundant.
No, well, I'll sort that out.
I want nothing, mate.
Don't forget to go and follow us on Twitter at West Ham Fan TV. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/West Ham Fan TV. Instagram, Snapchat, all that nonsense. Don't forget to go and visit our website www.westhamfan.tv. Positive win, boys. Great win as it happens.
Great
And,
performance.
Great performance, yeah. And one thing left to say.
What is it?
Come on, you Lions.